Welcome to another episode of Cemeteries Down Under. I really appreciate the kind comments and feedback that I get. So to each and every one of you, thank you. This cemetery is right near a freeway, so I'm going to apologise in advance for any noise of trucks, cars, motorbikes, whatever else goes past. I thought we'd have a quick look around at some of the tombstones here of the people resting in peace. Let's have a look. Might start with this little headstone here behind the niches, and I noticed it says Cecil Gordon Arnold and the US Army Transport SVO, and if anyone knows what those initials mean, please let me know. And it says July 10th 1914 to November 30th 1946. So I don't know whether he lost his life in the First or Second World War. I'd say the Second World War, 1946. So here's the wall niches, and these are only recently built. There wouldn't be many, long time ago graves on this one. I just thought I'd show how beautiful it is. This man came from Glasgow, Scotland, and says loving, witty, wise and dedicated husband, dad and granddad, much loved and missed by wife Anne and sons Graham, Gavin, Gordon and daughter-in-law Alexandra, grandson William. He had a beautiful, big, loving family. Rest in peace. This one's a proud Aussie, and he liked a twoies or two. That's a commercial when you drink a beer. He's even got a cockatoo. Beautiful. Besides its dark history, this cemetery is truly a beautiful place, peaceful place for me. I think it's quite nice here. To come here, you wouldn't think that it has such a horrible dark history. So moving on, we'll go and have a look at some of the graves. This is the little one here on the ground. It's a tiny little headstone. And it says Hessel Caban. It's got a picture of a cow on it. Sought and found by his sisters, Jean and Beverly. Love, you were lost, but now you were found. That's beautiful. 1931 to 1946. I wonder if that poor little Hessel was a child from Pete Island. We'll never know. So some of these don't have, you can't read them anymore, they're not legible. And they're kind of scattered around. So, come up here, let's see what you can read. And here, got our dearest son Charles Sutton, who died the 13th of September 1911, aged only 15. So will be done. Rest in peace. Now the ground's very uneven, so we're just watching where we walk. a bit broken. We've got in loving memory of dear wife and loving mother Isabella Cole, who died the 16th of December 1926, age 66. Beloved, God has you in his keeping. We have you in our thoughts, Mother. That's beautiful. We've got this little one here. And it's got in loving memory of my dear wife, Georgina Janie Condon. Nee Wood, died the 29th of September 1925. Only 23. Rest in peace, way too young to die. Might go to the buoys again. And anyone that watches my channel would remember this wonderful unsung hero, Uncle Bob, Robert Bowie. And he was a gunner in World War One, and he died on Anzac Day, only 70. He shot down the Red Baron in April 21, 1918, congratulated by General Rawlinson. So if anyone hasn't seen that episode, go and see Who Shot Down the Red Baron, and I'll tell you all about Robert Bowie in that one. And he's resting with his grandparents, James and Jean. They married aboard ship from Scotland in 1887, and they were oyster farmers in the area. So here we've got more of his family. We've got Ethel, Cyril, it might be just cousins or something. But then you've got Maxwell Bowie, James and Lillian Bowie, James Bowie. There's all his families here, and that's one nice thing, that they're all resting together. It's a beautiful bottle brush, native tree. This one's Alexander, and he passed away in 1983, our little prince of Brooklyn. And look at the gorgeous little statue on his grave, a little boy looking down with his car. It's gorgeous. Names. Got Yvonne Moxon Noddy and Charles Moxon Cobber. I like the little gnomes. some more relatives behind them. And you've got the mouse, Stanley Desmond Johnson, and Betty, that's a normal nickname, Elizabeth Rose Johnson. If you've got a strange nickname, let me know in the comments. I always wonder, how did he get Mouse and Noddy? Cobber usually is a soldier, isn't it? In the war they used to call them cobbers. So this one's a wooden cross. It's got Billy Lyle, 16th of 8th, 1997. And down the bottom it's got, he made people laugh. He has a lovely handmade little symbol there. And then obviously Frances could be his wife, Amelia Lyle. Oh, this is really good. There's one right down the bottom that's caught my eye, and it's facing away from the others, and I don't know why. So I thought ground's very uneven, so I'm just watching where I walk. Thought we'd check it out. So this is like an open area, so it could even be mass graves, and they've put one here. I don't know. We'll see what it says. So it says, in loving memory of a dear wife and mother, Faye Weatheridge. Died April 1974, only 46, way too young. But it's very strange how she's facing this way. Well, I suppose the others are facing this way, but you've got this big open area. I'm not sure if that ground's been used, but like I said, the people from Pete Island have no markers, so we have no clue where they are. They could even be in the bush behind us. Going to go here. Walter Fredericks Cox that died in 1944. I love his unique grave with all the little blue tiles. It's very creative. Doesn't look like a big grave, so I think it might be a young boy. September 1976-78. I love the little statues, or sort of, not statues, but kind of little things on his grave. Jesus and Mother Mary by the looks of it. Just beautiful. read it, but it says Nan down here, or it did. Got lovely little angels and blue flowers. I might fix the flowers. But I just love all the little trinkets that the relatives have put on her grave. All fixed. And sadly, I'm not sure if they're relatives right next to them, but the tombstone's worn off. It's fallen over, which is sad. So this unmarked one, it's been sort of lined out with bark and it's got weeds growing through. It's got a toy turtle on it. I wondered if it belonged to one of the children from Pete Island. We'll never know. Here we've got a lovely little gnome. It's a bit broken. This one means Hollywood. George Royal Cole, 1939 to 2013, son of Roy and Betty, brother to Margaret and Betty, Ronald, Douglas and Philip. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. I wonder what Hollywood means. This lovely one marked out with pebbles. Andrew John Hill, age 24. I wondered if this is... Oh, you got Florence Nightingale, 1929 to 23. That was only recent. But I wondered if she was named after that famous Florence Nightingale. You got the lovely little statues here and a rose bush. Someone called, looks like ashes, memory of Christine. Rose. Oh, a pretty one over here. We've even got a photo to it. And that's Barbara, 1945 to 1992. Loving wife and devoted mother. That's beautiful. I do love all the pretty poppies. And then you've got the gorgeous flowers over there for Florence Nellie Hahn. And there's another one of those statues over there. Beautiful. Oh look, and here they have a little budgie. Like he was very popular. Sorry. Loving memory of Dr. Paul Farrington Finlayson, and then his wife Wendy. And you got a picture of them both. May they rest in peace. Shrubbery that's growing over the grave, so it looks sort of like native. There's Susan Thompson, and she was quite young too, 48. So many people die young, it's so upsetting. And this one, Together Forever, Sylvia and David, Bobby, Amber, Banjo, Millie and Woody. We'll see you in our dreams. So much love and so many great times. Yeah, there's no dates. Or it could be just that they didn't want the dates known. So there's a few that's not readable, so we're not going to do a big tour here. The Cross Robert, and then here we've got flowers on one side and a dove on the other for Elizabeth and Lawrence. Beautiful. He is from the British Navy. Rest in peace. And he was Australian infantry, and she was in the Navy, so they must have met in the services. I love the birds. So peaceful. So there was some more graves I wanted to show, but like I said, people have turned up and grieving for their relatives, and I'm not going to disturb them. So this is going to be a very short video, unfortunately. This one's very overgrown now. Hey, I hope you enjoyed this quick little episode look around. It's not a very big cemetery, or it's actually got more graves than we know, but there is people here grieving and paying their respects, so I'm not going to show their graves or, go anywhere near them. So we've made this video a bit shorter than we wanted to, but out of respect to them, and I just want to say thank you as always for watching. I love all the lovely kind comments that I get, and the reason why I do this is I love it. I love walking around cemeteries and trying to find out who they are and remembering people, and I really feel that some people need their stories told, and if I can, I will. So thank you again. I will be doing some requests in future episodes. I have a couple that I need to visit the cemeteries where their ancestors are buried, and if you have a story that you'd like to be told, let me know. You can find me on Cemeteries Down Under on Facebook, or cemeteriesdownunder@gmail.com. Catch you later.